morning, everyone. Good morning. So, whether you are a client looking for products or an agent seeking to build a successful business, me and Kimmy, we will be sharing some insights, some testimonies today, some strategies that will help you achieve those goals and make a real difference in the world. So go ahead and hit those like buttons, you guys, today. In the comments, share where you're from. How is your morning going? Share that below, you guys. And go ahead, if you have not yet, grab that cup of coffee, that cup of tea, and let's go ahead and dive on in.
Thank you for joining me today. He is still out with her family and will be back soon. So let's get ready to dive in. You got your favorite drink? Because today we are going to discuss the importance of investing in others and nurturing their potential. Now, to illustrate this concept, I'd like to present you with an analogy of a tomato plant. Imagine you have two tomato plants side by side. The first plant is thriving, producing a good harvest of ripe tomatoes. However, right next to it, there's another plant that seems to be struggling. It hasn't produced any tomatoes and its growth is stunted. Now, if we were to simply ignore this struggling plant, neglecting to provide it with water, sunlight, and nourishment, it would eventually wither away and die. Its potential would remain untapped and it would never bear any fruit. However, if we choose to invest in this plant, tending to its needs, providing it with the care it requires, something remarkable can happen. With our attention, nourishment, and support, the plant has the potential to not only catch up to the thriving plant, but even surpass it in terms of productivity and the quality of its yield. Similarly, when we invest in people, we offer them the opportunity to grow and reach their full potential. Some individuals may initially struggle or face challenges that hinder their progress, but if given them the right support, encouragement, and resources, they can blossom and surprise us with their capabilities. Now, let's connect this analogy to a scenario that many of us can relate to, the importance of insurance. Imagine two individuals, person one and person two, both of whom have the same desire to protect their families. However, they make different choices when it comes to insurance. One person thinks they will be fine without it and take the risk. I mean, they are still young. While the other sets up a policy. 1 year later, both person one, we'll call Sally, and person two, named Charlie, find themselves standing at an intersection waiting to cross. The traffic light turns green, and in that split second, Sally's phone rings. It takes her a moment to get her phone out of her pocket and answer it, leaving her standing on the sidewalk. On the other hand, person two, Charlie, instinctively begins to walk when the light turns green. Tragically, a distracted driver fails to notice the red light and strikes Charlie. Now, this has caused a fatality right then and there. In this heart-wrenching story, both Sally and Charlie had the intention to protect their families. However, they approached it differently. Because Charlie knew the importance of planning for the unexpected, he had bought life insurance. By spending some time, he put in protection and nurtured it with premiums. He diligently paid monthly, amounting to approximately $800 he invested over that year. It worked out for Charlie. Following his untimely death, his family received a substantial insurance payout of $350,000. His family's debt was $250,000, giving them $100,000 extra. As a result, these funds helped them get through the hard times and maintain their quality of life. Sally and Charlie's different experiences show us how valuable life insurance is and how important it is to protect your loved ones. The insurance Charlie bought not only provided financial security, but also enabled his family to rebuild. As time went on, Charlie's family continued to benefit from the insurance policy he had chosen. The financial payout they received helped them maintain stability, cover education expenses for their children, and preserve the quality of life. Charlie made a wise decision to take care of his family and nurture them through insurance. However, If it was Sally, without insurance, she wouldn't have been able to protect her family. Even though her family had some savings, they still would have faced financial hardship. As a result of not having insurance, their resources would be depleted and they could lose everything. Investing and time are valuable lessons in the story. Charlie's decision to invest in insurance, just like nurturing the struggling tomato plant, helped his family when they needed it. It helped them cover immediate expenses, preserve their financial stability, and secure their future. In contrast, if we imagine Sally's family as a neglected tomato plant, the consequences of not tending to their needs would have been dire. Throughout the necessary care and attention, they would gradually wither away. Her husband was unable to meet the demands of their families due to the burden of excessive work hours to cover child care expenses and supplement his wife's income. Now, I love this story because it reminds me of how rewarding it can be to nurture and protect your loved ones. Making wise decisions and tending to their needs will give them strength and resilience. Just as we nourish the tomato plant with water, sunlight, and care, we have the power to cultivate and nurture our relationships and finances. Our efforts can yield a bountiful harvest of love, fulfillment, and prosperity if we pay attention to these essentials. Next, let's talk about nurturing and tending to our relationships and finances and how that can make a difference. We can create a thriving ecosystem of connection and support when we invest in our relationships. Actively listening, expressing gratitude, and spending time with our family and friends. By strengthening these bonds, it will help us weather life's storms with support and confidence because they're there. At the same time, when we manage our finances well, we sow the seeds of financial security. By creating a budget, saving regularly, and making informed financial decisions, this will allow us to have stability, security, and the ability to fulfill our dreams. As plants grow stronger with good care, so does our financial health, giving us the chance to build a brighter future. The remarkable truth is that these two realms, relationships and finances, are connected. Having strong relationships gives us support and wisdom, allowing us to deal with the financial challenges gracefully. Meanwhile, a strong financial foundation reduces stress and fosters harmony in relationships. So we can enjoy life without constant worry about money. So my friends, let us embrace the wisdom of the little tomato plant and embark on the journey of nurturing. With belief and dedication, we can cultivate flourishing relationships and financial well-being. Together, let us create a life of abundance and fulfillment that extends its positive influence to all of those we love. As Key would say, go out there and make an impact.